to another Christian short film reaction. I want to start bringing to the channel short films, Christian short films, or short films that mean something that, you know, have a message. I don't mind reacting to films that have a message. If you're bringing aware to something to make a change, you know, and, you know, for the audience to see, like, look, we have to work on this. We have to be better than what we are seeing in this world today. Stuff like that, right? So, my sister, she, first off, I love films. I want to be a film writer. I'm actually a film writer, and I have been creating a lot of stuff, and I want to start showcasing what I like and what I, you know, if I love, you know, films, if I want to be an actress, if I want to get into that type of field, I have to, you know, post about it. I need to be, you know, reacting to things that I'm, you know, what I'm called to, or if that makes sense, I don't know. But I have starting, so my sister, my little sister, she requested that I do, she sent me a couple of short films, Christian short films. And I was like, this is the perfect time. It's Monday this week, so I'm going to dedicate this week to films, short films and all those things. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. I don't know fully like how I want to go about it, because I still want to do like Christian worship, Christian rap, all the things. But right now, you know, I want to, you know, this is what I love to watch on my free time. You know, like I love, you know, supporting other Christian artists, film writers, and all the things, you know. And, you know, I just love it, and I want to bring it to the channel. So yeah, I used to react to a lot of short films in the past, so I'm gonna start bringing them back, because I feel like, you know, there's messages that we all can relate to, and, you know, maybe it can help somebody. You know, I love action. Like, I love to act out what I'm trying to say. I'm more of an actor outer, you know what I mean, if that makes sense. Like, I love that. I feel like you will grab people's attentions more when they can actually see it instead of just hear it, you know. So I'm that type of person, you know, and God has given me the gift to do so and to create so, you know, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. And so first one we're gonna be reacting to, the channel is called KAC Studios, The Cleaner, Christian short film. I'm super excited for this. It was released 5 months ago, so whoa, you know. So this is a long intro, but link to the original video will be down in my description box below, so make sure y'all go and support and go show love. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Oh, and disclaimer, I will not be talking, we'll just be watching the video. I know, you know, a lot of people want to hear what I have to say, but I would rather say what I have to say at the end of the videos. So just putting that out there also. But let's get into it.
Not to sound cliche, but you know these sessions would go a lot quicker if you actually spoke to me.
Imagine how much quicker they'd go if I didn't have to come.
So why do you come?
My mom thinks I'm special, which is just another way of saying I'm crazy.
I'm sure she just wants to understand you better and help you understand yourself better.
That would require her to actually talk to me, but instead I have to come here and talk to you.
And how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like all this money she's wasting paying you could be saved if we just cut out the middleman, you, and she actually took the time to stop and listen to me. No offense.
None taken. This is a good start. Just wish we'd started earlier. Your mum mentioned that you've been talking to yourself a lot lately. She's been worried and thinks it's really out of character. Do you want to talk about that? Apologies. Who is it?
Okay, yeah, push it back next one. Thanks, Andy. Hi, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. It's just I've got a meeting to get to.
Hi, no, not at all. I guess we started to get into the flow of things and I didn't realise the time. Actually, could I speak to you outside for a second?
Yeah, okay.
Do you like your job?
You like therapy?
I've never seen you here before.
Well, I've seen you before, but you've just never noticed me.
What, are you a stalker?
I'm just a cleaner.
Huh, never would have guessed. You never answered my question.
You never answered mine.
Well, no, I don't like therapy, but I have to come because my mum forces me to.
So, if you don't like therapy, why don't you just stop coming then?
It's not that simple. I recently came out of hospital. I was there for a long time and my mother thinks I'm having episodes again, so I have to come here to keep her calm.
Do you mind if I sit down?
I mean, sure, but won't you get in trouble if she comes back and you're just sat there?
Don't worry, she won't even notice I'm here. So, where do we start?
What do you mean?
You seem to have a lot on your mind.
Oh, really? And what gave that away then? The box of tissues or the bags under my eyes?
I'm talking more about the fact that you're sitting in that chair and I'm sitting in this one. You know, people tend to open up to people who seem invisible. All right, look at it this way. You get to open up and offload to a cleaner who's not gonna judge you, psychoanalyze you, or reveal your secrets to your mother. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Fair point. But talking never helps.
Yeah, sometimes it's not really about talking to hear something new, but just to find someone who listens.
Oh, really? And you're the expert listener, are you?
Oh, you could say that. I'm also the helper as well.
Oh, yeah? You think you can do a better job than my therapist? Why don't you help me then, Mr. Helper?
All right, Joy. Stop me if this sounds familiar. 25th October, 1999. Guy's Hospital. 7:33 p.m. Joy was born.
Wait, how do you know that?
How about the necklace you're wearing? 7th August, 2021, University of Leicester, your graduation ceremony, where your mother surprised you with that precious gift, and you've not stopped wearing it since that time. That necklace was the most precious thing your mother has ever owned. And it was passed on to her by her mother before she passed on.
I don't even know you and I'm crying in front of you. This isn't me at all.
Some call me the comforter. I guess there's some truth to it. Now that I have your attention, let's talk about your mother.
Don't ruin this moment for me. I don't want to talk about her right now.
Raised by an abusive father after the death of her mother. You know, Joy, Christina never had it easy, you know. She actually thought her life had no purpose until you were born, Joy. You brought happiness into her life, and that's actually why she gave you that name. And even after your father left, you were still the reason why she still held on to hope. It may seem like she doesn't care or love you, but she loves you in the way that she knows best. Your mother, Christina, she brought you here so that you could fix this relationship. Help her help you.
Guess I never really thought about it that way. I was so focused on myself, I didn't really think how she might be feeling.
Isn't there a prescription you can write or something? I'm not strong enough to handle this anymore.
Let me try speaking to her. I'll be right back.
So, I'm not shocked it's got to this.
Joy? Who are you speaking to?
I was speaking to your cleaner. Please don't shout at him. I basically forced him to sit down after you left.
Joy, I don't have a cleaner.
What are you talking about? He sat over there. Wait, he was just...
Tough day. There you go.
Thank you.
Don't worry. The relationship with your daughter is about to be restored.
What? How? How is that gonna happen?
Christina, who are you talking to?
I was just speaking to your cleaner outside.
What? I don't have a cleaner.
So who was I just...
You saw him too. Saw who? Can somebody explain to me what's going on?
Hours become days, days become weeks, trying to clean up the things nobody wants to touch, see, nor smell. I'm the one expected to make heaven out of a living hell. That is what I do. Always around, but some can never tell. I guess I'm the one who can be here and there at the same time. They call me the cleaner, but I can never be fully defined. A few conclude I do nothing, but I really do all. Come back a week after just to see what you never saw. Names. I know mine. I wonder if you know yours. Janitor, popularly known as the cleaner. Many names they call me around here.
Who am I? I am the Holy Spirit.
Wow, that was so beautiful. That was so good. That was so good. It makes you stop and think about your life and think like, man, Holy Spirit is truly here with me. Those moments where I'm sitting in my room and I'm just like, I don't know, Lord, I don't know. Journaling is really good. Journaling, I recommend people to journal. Write down how you're feeling. Have a prayer journal where you're praying and you're asking God. If you can't speak it out, if you're just not ready to speak it out, then write it out. Have a journal where it's for you and God. This is for you and God, you and the Lord, no one else. Delivery, I can actually understand the delivery. I understood, as soon as he came in, my first thought was, why would the janitor come into the area? And, normally they come after everybody has left. But then I put two and two together. I get it. I knew she wasn't crazy, and what she was saying, parents love to just throw their kids into therapy, and they haven't even sat down and talked to them. They haven't even took out the time to sit down and talk to their children and ask them what's wrong. How can I how can I help you? How can I, be there for you? How can I serve you in the areas that you need serving, helping, And it's like, instead, I truly believe that if the parents really took out the time to sit down and really talk and build relationships with their children, instead of trying to be like the cool parent and trying to do, try to, you know what I mean? Like, they're like the cool parent where it's like, yeah, we gotta be cool, I gotta be down, I gotta, flow with the flow, it's the new generation, so the only way that they can hear us is to be on their level. And it's like, no, children don't need you to be on their level. They need you to be their parent. They need you to be their parent. They need wisdom. And if you're not giving them the wisdom, and you're always trying to be down with them, trying to be with the flow and all the things, that's cool and all, but where's the wisdom? Where's the teaching? Where's the guidance? Where is that? God didn't just place parents didn't just give you children to just be their friend. You're supposed to be there for them through all of what's happening in their lives. They're growing, they're stepping out into, new adventures as they're growing up, and they need you for every level of their maturity as they grow, and there is a lot of parents that, went through the same thing where their parents wasn't in their lives, or they felt as if their parents didn't hear them. And it's like, to be better, you have to know better. And to know better, you have to seek the Lord. In order to seek the Lord, you have to take yourself out of the way and ask the Lord, give me your peace. Give me your strength. Give me the mind to seek you, to run after you, to be more like you, because I can't do this on my own. It's, as time has gone, a lot of, you know, I've seen a lot of changes. You know, me growing up, I'm 29. Me growing up, I've seen grandparents being grandparents, and now grandparents are trying to be the young. And it's like, it's like, who's teaching the babies? Who's teaching, you know, who's teaching them? You know, we are supposed to be examples. We are supposed to help them because we know that the devil is here to kill, steal, and destroy. So why are we going backwards? You've lived that young life. You're not young anymore like that. You know, you are at the age where you are supposed to bring wisdom, give wisdom, understanding, help them not make the same mistakes. And if they have made mistakes, then you are there. So you're supposed to help them understand and like walk them through, you know, with the leading of the Holy Spirit, you know, as they're growing, you know. But yeah, this was really good. This was really good. That's what I got from it. You know, it's just, we have to do better. We have to do better, not just throw therapy on people. Like, actually sit down with your children and talk to them. Sit down, because, you know, you never know. Your child explain something to you or open up to you about something of how they have, you know, what they went through, and then it kind of triggers how you were raised and what, you know, and now you're saying, wow, that happened to me. And you never know, if you invite Holy Spirit into the conversation, invite Holy Spirit into the conversation before you even start the conversation. Say, Lord, please be with us as we are having this conversation. Pray. Ask God to be with you and to reveal some things to you that, you know, may, you know, that will help you both, you know, and all the things, y'all. I could go on and on about it, but this was really good. Really good. 10 out of 10, I highly recommend. But thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all let me know down in the comments, what did y'all think about this video? Comment down below your thoughts. I really want to know. This was definitely a 10 out of 10. And I cannot wait to see what they have more in store. So yeah, but until next time, peace out. Love you guys, and God bless.